Very good morning, dear children, dear students. And today is an auspicious day, and we are commemorating the birthdays of Subhash Chandra Bose, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, and Veer Surendra Sahib. Birthday of Swami Vivekananda was 12th January, but it was a Sunday, and after that 13th, 14th, 15th also were holidays. So our organization Vivekananda Vishwa Chetana Abhiyan is celebrating month long of Swami Vivekananda, 12th January to 12th February. And because we are visiting schools and colleges, we need a good range of days so that we can visit more and more institutions. So today, actually, we are celebrating the birthday of Swami Vivekananda also and National Youth Day, though it was 12th January. As you know, all of you know, Swami Vivekananda was a patriotic saint. He was a philosopher, and for the first time he presented before the World Parliament of Religions our Indian culture, rich Indian culture, its religion, and he is remembered as the architect of modern India. Swami Vivekananda was born on 12th January 1863, and it is observed as National Youth Day from 1985. Government of India thought that the ideals and the principles Swamiji lived for will be a good source of inspiration for the youth of India. His lifespan was 39 years, 5 months, 24 days. From 12th January 1863 to 4th July 1902. During his lifespan, short lifespan, he has written 10 complete works comprising of 5,000 pages. The main his masterpieces are Karma Yoga. Each of you should please repeat with me. Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, and Jnana Yoga. These are the 4 principal methods to unite the individual self with the universal self. The meaning of yoga is union. As you know, all of you know, addition, union. The union of the individual self with the universal self. व्यक्ति चेतना से समष्टि चेतना या विश्व चेतना मिल जाना. जैसे आपका पानी तो आता है, देखिए माउंटेन से आता है ना, streams come from mountains and form rivers, and all the waters of the river mingle in the water of ocean. So when the river mingles in the ocean, it loses its identity. Mahanadi is no longer Mahanadi when it merges in the ocean. It is one with the ocean. Likewise, we as individual, we are residing in this body, but we are different from the body. The body is like a house where we reside. We are different from the house we live in. Is not it? Are we the house itself? No. We are different from the house. We have entered the body, and we will leave this body also. This basic knowledge is lacking in the present educational system. We think ourselves in terms of body. We identify ourselves with the body. But we have entered this body and we will go out of this body also someday. So this knowledge, basic knowledge, we must cultivate. It is Swamiji says, it is spiritual growth. We are a spirit, and spirit is infinite. It is not limited. It is not limited by time and space. We as spirit are not born, we shall not die. That is what Swami Vivekananda addressed in the World Parliament of Religions. First he addressed as Sisters and Brothers of America, and a great applause for 2 minutes. Clapping was there. 7,000 people, all educated, highly cultured people of America, and all the great saints from all quarters of the globe were present there. And everybody was astounded by the address of Swami Vivekananda, because it came from the heart, Sisters and Brothers of America. And there he told that to call a man, if there be a sin, it is to call a man sinner, because we all are children of immortal bliss. God is blissful existence, absolute knowledge and absolute bliss. That is God, Satchit Ananda. And we are also that. So Swamiji addressed the whole audience as children of immortal bliss, Amritasya Santana. We are of children of immortal bliss. We are immortal. Not as the body, but as the spirit. And that is the purpose of yoga, 4 yogas. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, raja yoga and jnana yoga. I'll just brief the 4 yogas before you so that you will know what the 4 yogas are. And you may select one yoga as your favorite and use other 3. So what is karma yoga? What is the difference between karma and karma yoga? Karma is associated with selfish motive. Selfish motive. But in karma yoga, it is anasakti, unattachment. No attachment with the work or with the result of the work. Karmani eva adhikarahate ma phalesu kadachana. Lord Krishna has told Arjuna that you have right to do work, but you have no right for the result. So we perform our duty honestly and without any selfish motive. That is what Swami Vivekananda has told. If you perform a small work with unselfish motive, the power of 100 lions will be aroused in you, even though it is a small work, without any selfish motive. We all actually expect things. In it, when we help somebody, we think that somebody else will also help us, or will get punya, will go to heaven. These are all expectations, and all the expectations are obstacles in the path of spirituality. So we must have unselfish work all the time. Suppose you are studying, but while studying, some amount of your attention is going towards exam or some job or some awards. So you cannot have undivided attention for the study. Some part of your attention is going there. You are not doing justice to your study. So while you are sitting for study, all your attention must be focused. See, you know the lens, convex lens. So with the help of convex lens, and when the sunlight is focused, a paper is born. Is not it? Paper is burned by the sunlight with the help of convex lens. So our mind is like that. While we are doing something, we must have focused. We must focus our mind. If we place the convex lens here and we will move like this, even though it will take months, the paper will not get burned. So we must focus our mind all the time. And before focusing, that is focusing mind and stilling the body is called Raja Yoga. Suppose there is a bucket. If the bucket is moving, the water in the bucket also move. So bucket should be still, stable, and the water also it should not move. Likewise, we must not make unnecessary movements of the body. And we should be able to focus our mind one pointed. That is Raja Yoga. Karma Yoga and Raja Yoga. What is Bhakti Yoga? Bhakti Yoga, we should love our Creator without any condition. Unconditioned love. Love for the sake of love, without asking anything. That is Bhakti Yoga. Remembering Him, singing His glory, that is Bhakti Yoga. And what is Jnana Yoga? To know ourselves as the soul, self, not as the body. Manobuddhi ahankara chittani naham, nacha srotra jive, nacha ghana netre, nacha vyomar bhumi, na tejo na vayu, chit ananda rupah shivoham shivoham. That is what Shankaracharya has sung, Nirvana Satkam. That I am not these sense organs, I am not this body, I am not the prana, I am not even manas, I am not thoughts, I am only witness, simple witness, awareness. So, dear students, you know all these four yogas. Now, something of four yogas. So, decide which is your favorite. Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, or Karma Yoga. And practice that. Nasti buddhi rajuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana. Nacha bhavayatah shanti asantasya kutah sukham. Second canto Bhagavad Gita. If one is not connected, ayukta, no good thought will come. And his intellect will not be also pure. So he will not get peace. And if one is not getting peace, how he can get happiness? Asantasya kutah sukham. So all the time we must be connected to that infinity by 1, 2, 3 or all four of the yogas. Swami Vivekananda's main teaching is each soul is potentially divine. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest the divinity by controlling nature, external nature and internal nature. Do it by work, Karma Yoga, worship, Bhakti Yoga, psychic control, Raja Yoga, or philosophy, Jnana Yoga. By 1, by 2, by 3, or by all four. And be free. This is the goal of religion, to be free. Books, temples, churches, rituals, all are secondary. Swami Vivekananda also going to say, all the power is within you. All the power is within you. All the knowledge is within you. Knowledge does not come from outside. You are just covering your eyes with your hands, own hands, and crying that it is dark, it is dark, it is dark. Remove your hands. And it was light from the beginning. Light was there. But we have covered our eyes with our own hands. Just remove your hands. Nobody can teach you. All the knowledge is within you. Only teachers can remove the obstacles. Removing the obstacles. Just a banyan tree. The banyan tree was in the seed, small seed. The small seed becomes a banyan tree. Likewise, a single cell, it develops in the body, different organs. So all the knowledge, all the power is within you already. Education is the manifestation of perfection. It is already in man. That is what Swami says. Just we have to discover ourselves. So dear students, these four yogas we must practice. And what Swami, one another thing also says, do not blame anybody for what you are today. You only are responsible for what you are today. And you have the capacity, you have the whole energy to build your future. You are the creator of your own destiny. Do not blame anybody. Take all the responsibility on your shoulder. Learn to take a responsibility. Character building and nation building. That is what Swami says. First, build your character. Whatever we do, whatever we say, whatever we think, all have impressions on our mind. And the sum total of all these things lead to our character. If wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. And if character is lost, everything is lost. So building character, choosing the right companion. Be wise to choose your friends, right friends. Do not mix with friends who will spoil you. Choose right companions. Choose what you are going to see, what you are going to hear. All these are like food. Swami Vivekananda practiced brahmacharya. What is brahmacharya? Purity in thought, purity in words, and purity in the body. Pure. We must be pure. God manifests himself in a pure heart. So, we'll practice Raja Yoga a little bit. They cannot sit now, sir?
Yes,
Cannot sit?
cannot sit.
Huh?
Because
Standing will do?
yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, standing also we can practice with open eyes. We meditate usually with closed eyes, but today we'll do standing position with open eyes. Just keep your hands like this. Keep your hands like this. Straight here. And feet also joined like this. Raise your eyeballs a little and fix your gaze. Do not move the eyeballs. In a fixed position, you keep your eye. Take 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. And we'll chant Om with respect. Om. Everybody. Om. Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Gurudeva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Remember your mother and pay homage to her. Remember your father. Please fix your gaze. Do not move. With raised eyeballs. Eyeballs ready. Remember your father and pay homage. Now, remember Swami Vivekananda's face. How he is giving lecture in Chicago. How he is meditating. Focus on his divine qualities. Fearlessness, strength, patriotism, eloquence, extraordinary memory power. How he meditates. Focus on that. And count from 50 to 1. Reverse counting. Do not look this side or that side. I told you to fix your gaze with raised eyeballs. Front, raised eyeballs. Do not move your eyeballs this side or that side. And count from 50 to 1. Slowly. Do not look at me. Fix your attention. 50 to 1. Slowly you can count. ସବୁଆଡ଼େ ଟିକେ ସେ ସାଇଡ଼୍ରେ
ସେ ସେଟା ଦେଖି
ହଁ ଇଏ that is much better actually. But anyway. If you want, you can sit also. No, sit down, sit down. Sit down. That will be better actually. Please sit. This is Mother Earth. Our clothes will be dirty, but it is of Mother, you know, Mother Earth. So touch with the Mother is very helpful, benign. Slowly you move, everywhere, that side, this side. So let us begin afresh. Sit straight. You can put your right hand on the left hand like this, on your lap. Let the body be straight and eyeballs a little bit raised. Raise your eyeballs. Not much, just a little. And let the eyes be closed. Let the eyes be closed. Listen to different sounds. Listen to different sounds. Take 3 deep breaths.
ए बाबू तब बंद करके सेंटा घूरे उठा दे
And let us chant Om with reverence. All of you. अखण्डमण्डलाकारम् व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Now think of your mother. Do not open your eyes, please. Think of your mother and pay respect to her. Because of her only we have got our bodies. I am able to speak and you are able to listen. Think of your father and pay your respect to him. Now think of Swami Vivekananda as your guru. Remember his face, wearing a turban, how his eyes are sparkling. Remember his qualities, fearlessness, strength, eloquence, extraordinary memory power, patriotism, lover of mankind, and his spirit of social service. Let all these qualities come to you. Let all these qualities come to you. Now count from 100 to 1 slowly with the eyeballs raised. 100 to 1 slowly. 100, 99, 98, mentally 97, in this way up to 1. Let the body be straight, eyeballs little raised. Mentally count, please do not open your lips. Do not be in a hurry. Slowly you count. If the eyeballs are come below, please raise them. It is important. Very good. Everybody is doing fine. Many of you are practicing meditation for the first time. But it is wonderful. Now, do not do anything. Just be a witness to the thoughts that are coming in your mind. Do not label the thoughts as good or bad. Just be a witness. Whatever thoughts are coming. Now you can keep your eyes in a normal position but with closed eyes. Just be a witness. मनोबुद्ध्यंकार चित्तानि नाहम न च श्रोत्र जीवे न च घ्राण नेत्रे न च व्योमार भूमि न तेजो न वायु चिदानंद रूपः शिवोहम शिवोहम न च प्राण संज्ञो न वे पंच वायु नवा सप्त धातु नवा पंचकोशाः न वाक्पाणि पादम न चोपस्थ पायुः चिदानंद रूपः शिवोहम शिवोहम न पुण्यम न पापम न सौख्यम न दुःखम न मंत्रो न तीर्था न वेदा न यज्ञा अहम भोजनम नैव भोज्यम न भोक्ता चिदानंद रूपः शिवोहम शिवो. We are that. What we are searching, knowledge, peace, we are that. Only we did not know, but now we know. Now we will do a small prayer. Asato ma satgamaya. Everybody. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amrutam gamaya. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now join your palms and rub together vigorously with closed eyes. Now touch your palms, your eyes. Again rub vigorously. Touch your palms on your face. Again rub your palms and now touch all your body parts. And gently open your eyes, praying God to bless ours, that we shall see Him everywhere. God is everywhere, but He is hidden. He is hidden behind names and forms. But what Jnana Yoga tells us, there are 5 aspects of a personality: name, form, existence, knowledge, and bliss. 5 aspects. Name and form are parts of Maya, illusion. And existence, knowledge, and bliss is Brahman. That is the truth. So we are deluded by the names and forms. Name is imaginary and form is changing. Name is asat and form is mithya. The form of this body, it was not like this before 10 years. And this body form will not be like this after 20 years. It is changing. And whatever is changing, mind you, it is not truth. Not absolute truth. It is relatively true. So when we remove name and form from a thing, what remains is existence, knowledge and bliss. That is Brahman. That is truth. So our vision should be X-ray like. That is Jnana Yoga teaches us. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham. First, how we will know ourselves? We cannot know ourselves. To know ourselves, actually, we should know what we are not. What we are not. Neti, Neti. Veda teaches us as Neti. I am not this, not this. I am not this body, not this changing mind, not this prana, breathing, not this mind, thoughts, not the intellect, not even memory, not even ego. I am pure consciousness, pure awareness, undying. It is not born, it will not die. That is what Swami Vivekananda says, children of immortal bliss. For that purpose only we have received this body, human body. Because in the human body it is possible to have viveka, discrimination, discriminate between the truth and untruth, reality and unreality, sentient and insentient. This hand cannot know itself, but I know myself and I know the hand. I know the eyes. Whether my eyes are open or not, I need not ask anybody. I know. Knowledge is my nature. Awareness is my nature. It is not a burden on me. See, water, the property of water is going downward. It is its property. What is my property? My property is existence, knowledge and bliss, Satchidananda. I exist beyond time and beyond space. Swami Vivekananda once visited a university and the children were very notorious, mischievous. They wrote on the blackboard, God is nowhere.